Oh, Vanlife. On the one hand giveth, on the other hand it takes away.
That's not amazing.
Okay, apart from fridge not working.
Maybe they just finished early and that's why they
I'm
opened
not
it.
gonna take that chance. I'm sorry, it's just not worth it. And then inevitably you wake up in the morning watching them all stumbling around looking for a bush.
I think we've established now it's not working.
We don't need another fail. Although there is one creepy guy sitting in his car staring at us.
Why are you breaking more things?
I know. We're on a roll. You're on a roll. So okay, we missed it.
Oh man.
Alright.
Oh, that's annoying. Okay, let's just leave. Knock knock. Hi Dave.
Hello.
Didn't I tell you not to bring this bus to Europe?
Welcome back to our channel. We're Andre and Lisa, a South African couple who have been traveling the world full-time since 2018. For most of the last 4 years, we've been meandering around Europe in our motorhome Millie. Recently, we bought a small farmhouse in the south of Italy, which will be a new base for our future travel adventures.
Good morning, welcome back to Greece. Welcome back to motorhome living. Lisa's still in bed. We have some beautiful nature scenes around us. Quite a privilege to be able to spend the night here. This morning our coffee machine is leaking and giving an error message. Yay. Our fridge seems to be warming up. No, that's not what fridges are meant to be doing. That's a problem. A big problem.
Not great news to wake up to.
No.
Do you like our new grease mugs?
Oh, cool. So the fridge situation is problematic. This morning the temperature read 12 degrees inside. And this is the thermometer on the outside of the fridge. Outside. So I can see whether it gets too hot there and there's a fan that kicks in. So there's something critically wrong here. I always thought about changing this fridge to compressor fridge, replacing the gas completely. But we didn't have the power. We actually still don't have the power. I have to add another battery and possibly 2 more solar panels. I don't really know what to say.
No, that's a disaster.
Disaster, baby. At least we have a nice view. Where's the baby? Left. Okay, apart from the fridge not working, another problem with the door. This whole front panel is loose, but I know that the wood that's here on the inside is not good. What I thought about doing is getting an aluminium strip and putting it across here and riveting into this frame to keep this whole thing secure until a later point. But I couldn't find the aluminium strip, so best second prize, something that's about the right length. Multifunctional, that you can measure stuff. I'm just going to drill out the rivets on this side. It should be the nice, perfect length. I'm going to hopefully drill a few new holes in it. See if it works. I don't know.
I'm suddenly very grateful that we have a backup freezer.
Because if our fridge fails, I think we're in trouble.
That's a big problem. I mean, if the freezer fails, we just eat all the ice cream.
No, if the freezer fails, it's going to be a flippin' tragedy.
I mean, it's a beautiful spot to be doing DIY.
Just ignoring the reality about
The fridge.
fridge at the moment. Because I honestly don't know what we're going to do.
No, I have to say, that does concern me a little. I'm just like, it's going to come right. It's one of those Millie things that there's no explanation. It's just going to come right.
It's possible. Man. Luckily we got a thermometer inside our fridge. Otherwise we would have been oblivious.
Until there's puddles on the floor.
Maybe obliviousness is a better position to be in at the moment.
Oh, man. Is that what you're going to try and cut this with?
So I have. What do you think? Yeah, I took,
Okay, I'm thinking a scissors might be a better option.
I left my scissors at home.
You're going to try and... Oh, jeepers.
Oh yeah.
That's never going to work.
Near a rock.
There's a rock. There's a nice painted rock. Hey, we got one corner off.
One corner done.
That's cool. Perfect. Just like new.
Yeah.
In fact, it's an improvement because now you can come and measure whatever you want to measure.
Something we've seen over all the years. You have a problem, you make a list, you walk through a shop, you find something you think will do the job, you either never do it because it doesn't require critical attention, or you just do it on the road and that's the way it lives forever. Can you give me that blow up? Oh, here we go.
Yes, I've got it ready for you already.
So.
Oh, one of the cool little gadgets that's super cheap and actually very useful. Mini vacuum blower thing. I think we got this one from, I don't know where. I mean, that's not amazing. Oh, are you okay? Shit, babes.
It's hot.
Give me a fright.
It's hot.
Okay, maybe don't touch things when they're hot. Ooh.
No, it's fine. A bit rusty in there.
Do we have any spare doorknobs?
Well, the good news is I think the fridge temperature is going down. I mean, 13.7 doesn't look very good. I don't know what to think of this yet. And that also meant that we sort of got stuck here today in a weird way. But that's life, I suppose.
Does it taste like a puppy?
What's that Old Spice song?
Very good, very good.
So here's my frappe.
If anybody doesn't know what we're talking about, you need to get German ads. Why are you breaking more things?
I know. We're on a roll. You're on a roll. Okay, so my temporary fix for the door did work the other day, but it's very sticky.
It's fine from the inside, it's just not very good from the outside.
I don't know why. It's got a little slider which sort of determines how easy it pops out, but it's actually broken, so I glued a little piece onto it to make it work, but I'm going to swap it out with this guy and see if it helps. Here's a little slider like that, a little plastic slider.
Oh.
So I'm just going to swap them around and hopefully that's going to help. I don't know if it will.
Okay.
We'll see.
I'm prepared to say this on camera now officially. My husband is a genius. Look at what he's come up with.
Well, we need a bit of grease, and the only place I could think that had a bit of grease was inside the soda stream. So there's a little bit of grease you can steal here. You ready for the test?
I am.
Okay, I'll tell you what, before I push the button, I'm so confident I'm going to put it in the door.
Really?
Really?
Let's hope we don't get locked out forever. I don't quite have your assistance. Okay, this is the test.
Well, there's a baby's bottom.
Good job, my love.
So one thing fixed is, although the fridge temperature is still climbing.
Oh no. Oh, what's happening here on the outside? I think we've established now it's not working. It's 5 p.m.
I'm going back in. Oh, you see it's yellow. Yellow is bad.
Is that bad? Is it the LPG?
No, it's a jet. There's some soot in there. Alright, close, switch off. Also the flame's supposed to be blue, not yellow. So it might not be. I'm going to try and take it off and see if I can clean it with what I've got. Open the fridge gas for me just for like 1 second.
Do you want the electrics on as well or not?
No. Okay, you can stop. Thank you. Close the gas.
Close.
See, that explains it.
Really?
It says so right here. It says 862 junkers. This is a piece of junk.
That's not fair. I really thought you found the problem.
It says junk. I found the problem. Alright. I don't have compressed air, but I think if I just... there's lots of soot and rust coming off. I'm going to put it back and give it a go. Alright, everything back together. And I want you to switch the gas on for me again. Okay, it's looking better. Yeah, okay, just switch it off for me, please. Okay, so the assembly is back.
I'm releasing the button. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, everything's closed up. Fridge back on. Now we're going to keep an eye on the situation. See if that made any sort of difference.
I'm going to be super positive that that's a win. You see, all we had to do was leave the van for a little while.
Go for half an hour
We
walk.
decided, like a watched cake doesn't rise or something like that, so a watched fridge doesn't cool down. So we took a walk, we came back, and it's one degree colder?
You're only really going to know tomorrow morning if the temperature drops to normal. But I'm feeling positive.
I don't want to go back home yet.
No, you're not going back.
No, and I don't feel like trying to fix this on the road, to be honest. This is just one of those things that if you're going to do it, I'd rather be at home to do it and do it the way we want, because I've already got grand ideas, you see. If we need to replace the fridge, then we're going to redo the entire kitchen, because that kitchen doesn't work for us anyway. We can put nice big drawers there, we can put a new basin, we can change it to a 2-plate stove.
You're not wrong. I mean, this whole setup is so old-fashioned.
Exactly, so imagine we
wasted.
redo this whole space.
And then we can build in, put a compressor fridge in, build a little space with a proper coffee machine on the side.
Yes, a soda stream built in.
That is
I've got big plans.
It's almost like you want the fridge to stop working.
But not now.
Not now. Oh, van life. On the one hand it gives, and the other hand it takes away. This morning we're not waking up in the same place we were last night. We moved just about at sunset because 2 small vans pulled in really close to us. Now, I don't have a problem with people pulling in close. When you actually park in parking lots, you sort of expect the unexpected. But if you're out in nature, it would be good to respect a little bit of distance between each other. And the truth is, if it's a motorhome, it probably wouldn't matter that much, because you live differently. We've been doing this way too long, and we know exactly what's going to happen. Self-converted vans with young people in them. First thing happens, all the furniture comes out, bottles of booze, boombox, chatting away into the night, playing music, and then inevitably you wake up in the morning watching them all stumbling around looking for a bush. There's some good news and there's some bad news. Good news, bad news.
Sulking.
There's good news, bad news.
There's good news, but there's even worse news.
Good news is our fridge is performing as expected. The temperature's dropping. The bad news is
I haven't had coffee.
this hasn't coffee, but why not? Why have you not had coffee?
Because somebody told me the coffee machine's not working, and that's serious.
Coffee machine's broken. I can try it. I try it quickly.
No, let's just go to Lefkada for coffee now. Let's go for coffee and breakfast, and we'll deal with it later. Because if the coffee machine's not working, that's serious. We can live without a fridge. We can't live without a coffee machine.
Are we ready to go?
Yeah, let's go for breakfast.
Quick stop on the way to Lefkada town. So you can see these the remnants of these stone towers. It used to be the windmills, working windmills. I think you can still go to the top of some of them.
This one's actually in pretty good condition. You can see we'll definitely go up here. Look at the water.
You reckon?
Yeah, it's surprising.
Hey, look! We can pick some shoes.
Yeah, there is so much trash around here.
That's a collection of note.
Wow.
Yours? Oh no, they're all left feet.
That's like a good one.
That was a good one. Now, if only you can find a mate, we can go play some soccer. Let's have a look. Now, whether these been maintained or restored, I'm not sure. I get Jans for you though. Well, so this place was probably rebuilt, restored. Wow.
Can't see out the window.
So watch where you step though.
Yeah.
People being people. Alright, that's completely anticlimactic. You can still see the old, I guess it's the old shaft that goes through here.
So that
It would have turned.
Wow.
Okay. No, just
Get out of here.
be careful. it's not that exciting. Outside's better, and there's used condoms and other evidence of, yeah, human behavior, misbehavior.
Millie's armed and at school.
We park Willie here next to school in Lefkada. Beautiful, yeah, look at the water. And we're going to walk into Lefkada and hopefully find some food. Yes. Urgently.
This morning we are aiming for a traditional Greek breakfast.
Okay, don't careful.
No, we got
setting
high
expectations. Setting expectations.
High expectations today.
Don't set expectations yet.
And it's not spinakopita.
Oh, we could park, yeah.
So quiet. So fun fact for the day is that Lefkada's buildings are quite unique because they are actually built to resist earthquakes. So the top stories are all lightweight wooden construction. And that's what makes them so special.
I think this guy just went all lightweight. Like it's sheet metal clad. We found the main non-walking shopping street. Okay, let's prioritize food. Problem is if you're actually aiming for like something specific, Lisa's aiming for a specific place, it's always risky. You just don't know. Are they going to be there? Are they going to be open? Are they going to disappoint? Lost her, she's shopping.
12 seconds later.
Lisa gets angry because she does her homework and I get to the place and I'm like, nah, this is not going to work. €9 for scrambled egg on toast. So it seems a bit excessive. And €4 for coffee.
I think that's what it costs.
No.
This is a touristy place.
I'm not going to sit in an alley and spend €30 just on scrambled eggs on toast and coffee. It just seems excessive. I mean, maybe I'm the only one. Shall we see if there's something else here? Hey, bud?
Yeah, we can look.
No, the problem is, you know what's going to happen? No.
You said you were hungry.
No, I spoiled the choice. No, I'm going to be responsible.
You
for
are choosing now.
Okay, let's see.
All right, so traditional Greek scrambled eggs is a complete fail. We've only found it at one place and I didn't like the look of that place to sit down at. So instead, we are at a bakery and we're going the normal traditional Greek breakfast route. So we've got 3 giant pieces of pastry, a Freddo espresso and a frappe, just to try the difference between the two. And all of this was now €12.
I think it's slightly better value than €30 later for scrambled eggs on toast. I can make scrambled eggs on toast. Holy shit, it's thick. I think a spoon.
You've got a frappe mustache. It's been a very crummy morning.
Lesson learned, eh? The lesson is have breakfast before you go out in the morning. Very important.
And don't go chasing something. So it's actually very unlike us to have a specific place in mind. It's much better to just go for a stroll and see what appeals to you in the moment, what you find.
Yeah, our best experiences are normally those unexpected ones.
Always like that. Trying to look for a place based on reviews and things, it just very, very seldom works out, in my opinion. Cheers.
Let's see how you're going there. Lisa's spotting the next scooter.
What do you think of this guy?
Look at suspension, everything.
Look at its off-road tires.
And it's got a seat.
That is cool. Who sits, who stands?
I'll have to get one of those. Lefkada Marina.
The most modern marina in Greece, apparently.
Very popular, very pretty. Like place for like 600 plus boats, I think.
Crazy.
There's a couple of nice boats here.
Now the cool thing is that if you need to sail in here with your boat, you have to wait for the floating bridge to rotate to be able to come into this marina.
No, crazy.
We drove over it.
We didn't have to wait.
We didn't have to wait.
It wasn't floatable, maybe it was.
But I would like to see it opening.
Oh man, look
but I
at
don't
that
know how
boat.
easy that's. I'm gonna say hello to everyone.
What does that sound?
I think that's just the wind. Imagine you have to listen to that all the time.
Are you serious?
Going through the holes, maybe.
It's the wind
under
whistling.
the holes.
Oh, I thought it was like music. Oh, okay, I feel like C6 is standing here. Let's get off this pier, please. This is quite a
That's
spooky
so
sound.
funny. This is very cute. Ooh.
Bit windy. Now this bridge is a floating, rotating bridge which opens about every hour to allow water traffic through here, and I think they're going to open in the next 15 minutes.
I have no idea how this bridge really works. I know both ends lift up and then somehow it rotates, but I'm not sure if it's actually fixed at any point in the center or whether it's just like a boat. He moves to the side and there's a captain. I mean, it's like a boat.
Okay, we got a few minutes. We're just going to go this side of the bridge and check out the fort. Ayamavra. This fort served as the protection or the bastion to guard the Strait of Lefkada back in the day.
You can visit the fort. You can go in here. There is an entry fee
Yeah.
and walk all the way around it. It's quite nice. I think you
I'll
get
walk
quite
up
good
this way
views.
quickly. When Ali Pasha started building or constructing the fort about 1 kilometer, 2 kilometers from here, there was an uproar from the people because they knew he was up to no good. His goal was to control the Strait of Lefkada and also to ultimately capture this fort. It took about 10 years, but he did manage to finish the build of the fort. He never got to the point of capturing this one and controlling the strait because the French took control of this area and there was an agreement between the Russians and the French. I don't know, long story. Another small fail. Oh no. I guess the fact that there's no boats lining up is sort of giving away the reality. There's a random Facebook post that claims that there's updated opening times, but it's not on the Greek Port Authority website. So okay, we missed it.
Oh man.
Alright.
Oh, that's annoying. Okay, let's just leave.
Quick stop here for a leg stretch, a snack maybe. Look at this place. Whew. Beach down here. There's something about the fact that you can cruise along these roads and there's just like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of little places to stop, and you can almost always find yourself near a little beach like this with this turquoise blue water. Absolutely stunning. We decided to start driving along the coast for a few hours, maybe an hour and a half. We're sort of heading for Patras. I think Lisa wants to make a stop somewhere else.
That was a bit of a bumpy ride. Everything's fallen down. There's all our hats off the rack. Even things from the back have fallen down. I didn't even realize the road was that bumpy. One of the gadgets that I absolutely love in this camper, it's not camper specific in fact, is our tire pressure monitor. And I'm not sure if you can see over there, but we can tell at a glance that all our tires are at 4.7 bar and see the temperature. And that gives me a lot of peace of mind driving. Not an expensive thing, fits it easily, and I always had one of these even on my vehicle.
I think this is the original one we put on like what, 4 years ago. Still going strong.
Got to replace the batteries about once every 6 months or to a year, maybe a year.
6 months.
Ooh, okay, look at that. Whoa. This is a very pretty road that we chose today. I was a little bit hesitant of it being too squiggly and along the coast, but I'm very glad we did choose it.
Feels a little bit like Salento.
That little piece of paper stuck up there says that we can't park here today. Tomorrow's good, but not today.
No,
I am not. It says until the 14th. It doesn't say including the 14th.
I would say it probably includes the 14th.
I don't think it does. They've opened those booms.
You're arguing about semantics, my love.
Look at the spot though.
Yeah, well, that says there's filming.
Maybe they just finished early and that's why they opened it.
I'm not going to take that chance. I'm sorry, it's just not worth it. This clearly states no parking in the area is permitted from 11 to 14 May.
Oh, Chris! Look at the spot.
No, that explains why there's nobody here. Because this is a brilliant, beautiful place. Ah, stupid people.
I don't know what to say. I honestly don't know what to say. It's just not working out for us. I want to say today, but I don't know.
And the coffee machine is not working either.
Oh, the coffee machine's not working. I forgot we still have to deal with that.
That's why he's so angry.
Oh, man. Yeah. You don't get out of the bed on the wrong side. Get out of bed without coffee.
Turn around and we can...
look at this view. Park Millie's so we can at least get a cool Vanlife shot. Oh, other cow. Why aren't you guys on the same side?
My side, your side.
That's very strange.
My side, your side.
Oh, this guy. Check this guy.
His side, her side.
Hello. That's weird. There's piggies. Oh, baby piggies. Hello, piggies.
Oh, piggies.
Aww.
Yeah, come on, piggies.
PM and we are driving into, we have no idea where.
The sacred city of the sun geese.
Is it not Mesopolis?
Yeah, no, I'll double check on the name. But it's a sacred town.
It's a sacred town, so let's just hope it's going to be a lucky one and we can find somewhere to park for the night where we can get a good night's sleep.
But a bit pity because now you're sort of not going to a place for a reason. You're just looking for a place to stay overnight. It's like, that seems a bit silly. But
and now we've gone so much further than we planned to today. So now it's, what do we do tomorrow?
It's a bit smelly here, by the way.
It's very smelly. I'm thinking the same thing. This is where we're driving.
Mr. Longi. Does this count as street for parking?
I guess this works. Kind of seems like a parking. I mean, pretty nice view of the water here, but it might have a lot of that. Well, that lasted long.
No,
changed our minds.
We might come back.
We changed our minds. We took a quick walk and maybe there's another better spot. So we're gonna take a quick drive and see. And it's surprisingly hot for after 6 p.m.
It concerns me a bit, to be honest. This is a little too hot to my liking.
Oh, well, these are nice parkings.
Yeah, I'm from the restaurant. I don't think so. I don't think they're gonna like that.
I don't think they're gonna like that, but damn, look at that. We park here like this car. We're a car. Can't we park like this?
Technically you can, but it's just not worth it.
No, I mean, look at this fancy restaurant over here. Now, the spot we were marking is over there. The eyeing was over here, but they're doing construction. Ask them how long they're going to be going. Oh, they're just clearing the garbage for us. That's all. They're just clearing garbage. It's not construction.
Yeah, but they might be a while. They might be here tomorrow morning as well. They're going to lay a whole new...
Guess where we are. 45 minutes later, and we're back where we first parked.
Super quick supper. Super quick. Because we've all had a long day. We don't need another fail. Although there is one creepy guy sitting in his car staring at us. Vanlife, baby!
Yes, I want to know, why is there always a creepy guy staring at us when, like, the marina's that way? Why can't he turn his car 90 degrees and look at the marina?
Funny story, he just left. He just left.
That's funny, because I gave him the evil eye.
He heard you. Maybe his wife called him. Or his boyfriend. But it's actually not bad. It's not a bad spot.
That's not a bad spot. It was just a long day.
Yeah, it was a long day.
Unplanned day. That's the one thing with van life, though, is it just very often does not go according to plan. There's so many unknowns, and you just don't have all the information to say this is where we're going to sleep tonight, unless of course you're booked into a campsite. But even then, you don't know who your neighbors are going to be.
Nope. Yeah, that's probably the part of this life we don't actually miss. And I think the fact that we sort of got a home base now makes you sort of just think about what you want from your travels. And so far Greece has been nice, but it's not been different enough for us to really feel like, whoa, this is amazing. And you know, we're obviously speaking from a position of privilege. We got beautiful beaches, we got beautiful landscape, we got peace and quiet.
Good food.
Good food. Oh, that's the other thing, actually. Not really funny, but things feel expensive in Greece compared to where we are in southern Italy. But we'll tell you more about that tomorrow.
I think it's all about how much you're prepared to tolerate. And even though so far it's been very easy to find a parking in Greece, we haven't found it unwelcome at all. There have been more than enough places where you can stop and overnight. They're just not necessarily places that we'd like to overnight, because there's usually quite a bit of traffic around.
Stop complaining. You with food in front of you.
Yes,
Glass of wine.
I'll stop because I need to have a drink.
Parking for free in the marinas area. What is your problem? Good night.
We're just jealous because Greece has better olive trees than we do.
Oh, the olive trees are beautiful. Anyway, Greece, the olive trees are amazing. Good night.
Still haven't had coffee.
Good morning. Yes, our coffee machine is still broken, so ignore Lisa because she's
I need my coffee.
She's very angry. Was that t-shirt I saw yesterday? We actually didn't sleep that badly.
No, it wasn't that bad at all. Luckily we've got good earplugs.
Earplugs for the win. But it rained a bit this morning, but we're just going to drive out to the spot we should have gone to probably last night. I don't know. We're going to have breakfast out there, and then we'll contemplate the rest of our day.
Let's go.
You really? It's so funny, these guys came early morning with their boats back, and they packed their fish out, and they set up their little stall. There's one here.
See there, the guy's busy buying fish
Oh,
now.
that guy's already finished selling.
Oh, that guy's busy buying fish right now. We go see.
Not sure already.
Over there. They've got the umbrella out, fish out.
Left already, I didn't see. Going to Turlida.
Looks like such a nice running path.
It does.
Oh, look at these flamingos. That's so cool, those white flamingos.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, man.
Oh, they're going to go walking. Oh,
Yeah, they're gonna go.
In 400 meters, turn left.
Definitely should have come here last night.
Yeah, there's actually the parking lot on that side too. and there's parking behind the church, and I think actually last night would have been fine. But this is a beautiful spot for breakfast. What do you think? Who's making breakfast though?
Who's making coffee?
Hello, bitch. Oh, nice. The sun is out as well. Glorious. These are all salt mines behind us, and this whole region is well known for their salt mines. It's just down this road. There's actually access to a small but recommended salt museum. Considering I failed yesterday in getting Lisa her strapazzata, I've instructed to make a version of the Greek style scrambled eggs. Now normally how it works is, I suppose there's different versions, but some people use a bit of garlic, and then you cook grated tomatoes, and then you scramble eggs through it with some herbs, and then you drizzle extra virgin olive oil over it and some crumbly feta.
It's cooked in olive oil.
It's cooked in olive oil. Should I take instructions? Shouldn't I? Almost ready.
That looks much more than how many? 12 euros worth?
It'll be 17 euros, please. Crazy. Eggs seem to be expensive, but damn, son. Not this expensive.
That looks really, really good.
There's only one problem. We don't have actually crumbly feta with us. We only got like soft feta. It's not really going to be the same. But we'll get some crumbly feta today.
Ta-da! Nice, soft scrambled eggs with tomato, feta cheese, olive oil, and crunchy bread.
Well, I hate to say it, but this bread comes from Italy.
That's why it's so good.
Anyway, I'll try and fix the coffee machine after breakfast, okay?
Yes, we have to try and do that. I have an idea as to how to fix it.
Okay.
Now, it's still breakfast chaos, but we're gonna try and see if we can get this coffee machine working, because, man, we need coffee. Ooh. Wow, okay, that was dramatic.
This is a molded plug. I think there might be a problem with this plug. I only have these Italian plugs, unfortunately. But at least we can test. And if that works, then we'll just buy another plug. But I don't know if it's going to work yet.
Change plugs.
Quick change of plugs. But I have to put it on the ground because that plug doesn't plug up there. And this is too short. Okay, do I have to put water? No.
No, I don't think so. I just... Oh, there's power!
Okay, good time.
Yes, I knew it had to be that plug. Man, I can't live without a coffee machine.
We need coffee, we need water, we need coffee.
Yummy. And leftover bakery goodies.
Yeah, this is the one we bought in Preveza the other day. That was a while ago.
Worth going to Preveza just for this.
Are you happy now?
I'm happy now, thank you.
Good. Alright, we're going to drink our coffee and enjoy our baked goods. Cheers. It's strange here that they like ask, you want good diesel or cheap diesel? No? Economy? It's quite a big price difference, like 28 cents difference per litre. So we got 1.736, not bad.
Next up, water.
Yes. I wish we could stop close to the tap, but there's a big tree. But conveniently, there's an archaeological site here now. Normally, maybe in season, there's actually someone here collecting €3 or something, I've heard. But we can, if we feel like it, quickly go see. There's an old amphitheater, and apparently if you just walk up the hill, there's also a something else.
It's great that in Greece there's absolutely no shortage of being able to get water, convenient water, good water, free water. So far that's been fantastic. Fuel tank full, water tank full, belly's full.
Right.
Let's go and meet Dave. Dave, we're coming to meet you. We've actually met up with Dave a little while ago, and We are very excited to this time get to meet and see his school bus.
Dave emailed us like 2 years ago and said he's thinking about bringing his school bus from America to Europe. We said, no, Dave.
It's 11 point something meters long, and Dave will tell you all about it, hopefully. Look who we found.
Destination is on the
I
right.
don't even know if he's
You want
here.
to go to the far side?
Knock, knock.
Hello.
Hi, Dave.
Hello.
Didn't I tell you not to bring this bus to Europe?
Everybody's been telling me that, but I just ignore them.
Yeah, of course, Dave didn't listen. Oh, man, but I can see why you brought this bus. This is beautiful. How do you even see the... That's just nuts. I'm looking at the mirrors. Like, don't think I'll be driving one of these anytime soon. So when you got the bus, was it still a school bus?
Yes.
And you completely converted it?
Yeah. It probably took us 18 months to put it all together. Did the roof and the floor first, and then built the cabinets and everything. So the theme of the bus is the Italian Job movie. So that's why London to Turin and the paint job. So that's just my little setup there. But all my electronics, US inverter, half my solar panels, US power input, which we don't need. Battery monitor here, and then the UK power over there. I've got a mixture of 12 volt like the fridge. I've got a freezer under the sink as well, but those are 12 volt. US 120 volt power like the microwave and the water cooler. And then I also have a 240 inverter. So I've bought new appliances over here, so I can run the 240. And then I've got a gas cooker here.
So that's a little oven and a gas cooker.
I've got 2 Gaslow bottles from
so
the
you
UK,
go
2 6 kilogram with the external fill. So I researched that before I shipped it over. I do have a propane or a gas water heater, but that broke.
I know.
So I installed an electric one.
Okay.
So I'm using the electric one now, which is fine. I've got 600 amp hours of lithium, a kilowatt on the roof. I've got a 3,000 watt US inverter and a 2,000 watt UK. But I'm going to upgrade the 2,000 to a 3,000 because I bought a new welder with 240 volt, and the 2,000 watt isn't cutting it.
A welder.
Yeah, so I got to upgrade to a 3,000 watt.
Okay. You need
We all need a welder.
a welder.
You know, for most of us, it's like, well, my hairdryer doesn't want to run. For you, it's your welder.
And that
This
opens
is-
up to a bed as well, and
Okay,
there's storage
nice.
underneath it, which none of the customs people have looked at.
Huh, interesting.
They haven't figured out there's something under the couch.
So this is your work and lounging space.
Yep. I've also discovered that if you're going to go through customs, label the boxes and have them have what's in the box, what the label is,
Okay.
because they'll hit
The first or second.
Three.
they'll
first or
trust you.
second one, they'll see what's, and then they won't even bother checking the rest.
So you first traveled the US and Canada for quite a while?
The east coast of each.
Okay.
And then made the decision through a comment that someone made to me in Canada that I should ship it to Europe, and initially it was like no, and then 6 months later, why not? And just retired and shipped it.
And how long have you been in Europe now? Or
Almost
this
2
side of
years.
the world? 2 years.
2 years in June.
Wow. What has been the easiest country to travel on this side of the world? Because I have a feeling you might say it's not somewhere in Europe.
I think France,
Okay.
as far as places to stay, that's real easy. Portugal was pretty good,
Okay.
except
Oh,
for the
that's
car I
interesting.
hit, but that was minor.
And the most difficult country?
Tunisia had its own little issue. I just finished editing the video on that, but I don't want to ruin the rest of Tunisia with that issue.
One incident.
I mean, the UK is getting a little difficult.
Do you find the difficulty the width of the roads or finding places to stay?
It's finding places to stay and where I need to be. But I've got the motorcycle, so I can get close to places and then get there with the motorcycle. Then in here's
running
a
into it.
stand-up shower and composting toilet. The shower doubles as my closet.
Okay.
This is kind of a mess, but this is my bed.
Okay.
And then I've got to figure out what to do with all my winter blankets.
Yes. Okay, so you've got a whole bedroom basically at
Yes.
the back of the van.
Yep.
Ooh, and you can keep an eye on your garage.
Yes. And I've installed a light. So I can.
Oh, that is brilliant.
The garage was this space. It was twice as big
Okay.
when I first built the bus, and then once I decided to use it for the more full time, I needed a bed. So yeah, then a lot of my electronics are in here because this used to be part of the garage.
It's lots of cool things.
Oh my goodness. And how's it perform when it's cold?
Not too bad. I can block off the cab area.
Okay.
I can block off the bedroom, and I've got one diesel heater here, and another one that does the bedroom and the bathroom. So in the winter at night, I can just turn that one on, and when I have to get up and use the bathroom, I've got a heated bathroom.
Oh, wow. Did you ever travel in an RV or anything before this?
Growing up, we did a lot of camping
Okay.
with my family. With our kids, we did a little bit of camping with the Winnebago in the States. And,
Had you been over to Europe before?
Been to Italy for a week in 2014 or so. I've always been interested in Europe ever since when I was like 10 or 12. I was doing, listening to the shortwave radio. So BBC, Radio Moscow, and I was familiar with Europe at an early age. So I think I've always kind of been drawn to it. And after a few life events in the 2020s, it was just like, I got the bus, close to retirement age. 1 week, 15 years ago, I was like, okay, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Take the bus and do it.
Yeah. I think when I first emailed you guys, I was looking at like a 6 month,
Yes.
ship it over.
That's right, you asked me 6 months.
6 months. And now it's been almost 2 years. And I told my kids I'll be home when I get bored or they kick me out. And, but I still got half of Europe to do.
I was going to say, you haven't made it all across to Turkey yet.
No.
So we'll see you in Turkey next winter.
Yes, next winter is back down this area. So,
I'll show you garage, please.
okay. So this is where the bike comes out.
Okay.
So this came with the bus. It was a handicap bus.
Ah, very
So
convenient.
it's a wheelchair ramp.
Okay.
Right, this is very spacious.
And is this your workshop as well? So
Yes.
if the bike is out, then this converts into a full-on workshop.
Yes.
My word. So here's the question. Do you spend a lot of time fixing the bus, or is it more fun projects?
Fun projects.
More fun projects.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Nice. Awesome. Thanks,
That
Dave.
is incredible. So it really has been not just living on the road, but actually bringing your home with you.
And everything you would have in your home,
You've got with
I
you.
have.
That's crazy.
Okay, I think we're going to wrap up this video. Eh?
Make sure that you are subscribed and smash that like button, and we'll see you somewhere else in Greece.
Bye.